Welcome. This is Anthony with True Diamond Heart, continuing our video series, Love, Truth. We've been expanding, experiencing, exploring the way of the love of truth. Love, truth, and the love of truth. Love and truth being finally synonyms. Love of truth being a path. Finally being love and truth, being that one state of union and bliss and beauty. Where do we find the love? Where do we find the truth? And how do we pursue the love, the path of the love of truth? Do we do it through a series of memories? What are memories? They're triumphs and traumas and just facts that we remember. Does this exist? Well, it exists in terms of effect now. And aside from that, it exists in psychological and emotional, spiritual memory, which is simply the holding of something that no longer is. And yet it is because the holding creates it. Someone called me a name yesterday. That, for example, has no physical consequences. For example, on the bus, and I never see them again. It's an easy example. Now, it's reverberating in my being as a memory, a mental, psychological, emotional memory and reactivity. So it does have life. It is now because of my holding it in memory in that way. But does it have any existential, absolute, is it here in fact? No, it's not here in fact. If I die this moment, that experience is gone, that memory is gone. It doesn't have, whereas if someone's yelling, "You idiot," right this moment, it doesn't matter if I die or I don't die, that sound, "You idiot," that still has an existential reality until it stops. Then the existential reality is over, and it remains only in those whose memory are holding it and making it still alive. So the past is only alive in the sense that, yes, of course, the mountains are this way because there was these tectonic plates moving and then there was the erosion. Yes, there's but emotional, psychological memory, that stuff is only held in this moment. How about the future? Where is the future? Well, the future never arrives. The second you arrive in the future, you give me a call because I'd love to see what that's all about. The future is a series of projections, anticipations, and anxieties about what usually doesn't even happen anyway, right? We spend so much of our time worrying about things that usually doesn't happen, hoping it's going to happen, doesn't happen. Some of it does, some of it does. So where is it all happening? When you get still, you start to become more aware of what the present is. The present is not a series of events. The mind wants to think of time as things that happen because the mind's about breaking things up into pieces. This happened, that happened, this happened, she said this, they did. Time is not, the present has nothing to do with events. Events happen in the present. Thinking and feeling is happening. These happen in the present. Being is in the present. The present is space. The present is the space in which things unfold, in which things happen, experiences are experienced. The love and the truth, which is the love, which is the truth, and the love of truth, that path is found by being very much in the space of presence, meaning here, present, when the teacher calls your name, John, present, Mary, present, and present meaning here, now, the present, this present moment. See, notice how present has both meanings within it, here and now. It also has the meaning of gift. This moment is a magnificent gift of opportunity and experience. So the love of truth is an expansion. It's a letting go of past and future, emotionally and psychologically. Practically, we hold on to it, Before I burn my hand on the stove, I remember it and I don't burn my hand on the stove. Great, practical. Tomorrow I have to go to the dentist. I'm going to have to tell my boss I can't come to work until this time. Magnificent. Planning for the future. Practical. That's what time is for. Aside from practical things, time is it's one way of formulating the illusion. If one can be in the present, no matter how the past and the future occur in this present, to be in the present with how it manifests, my traumas and triumphs from the past, if I'm present with it, then that which is unhealthy and impractical will simply fade. If I'm in the present with my anxieties and my hopes into the future, truly present with it, in the love and the truth of this moment, then those things will fade in every aspect of practicality. And I'll be free in the ever only place that is, which is now. Notice how I said place. I didn't say time. Time's moving. Place is an easier way to handle this, because we're using words and we're using mind. So we're trying to get to that which is not about mind and not about words, with words and mind. Place is a much easier image to hold because it all happens in a place. And that place of the present, when one contacts it, is so joyful and peaceful. It's the same present peace and joy of all of the sages, saints, saviors, prophets of time, of history, into the future, the past, the present. We will do a series on time, but for now, the present is the way of love, truth. Stay with us. We're still in it.